This is Alex from Life of Regrets, and I want to talk about abandonment. Well, there's parents who have abandoned their kids and who, leave them. They feel like they can't be a good parent, or they feel like they couldn't support their kid in life, and or not. They didn't even want them as, they didn't want to even be a parent. Sometimes they feel like being a parent is too much. And it's like they feel like they might not be responsibility, or if not that, they feel like the kid might be a mistake. And I feel like the people who do that and stuff is like, why be in a relationship, or why even have sex in the first place if you can't, if you abandon your own kid in life, or put them on adoption, or mistreat them. It's like there's people who basically abuse their newborn, or their kid who, even though they grew a little bit, it's like they hate them. They hate them so much. It's like they beat on them. They abuse them. They feel like they're not even. They don't even value their own kid. Might as well just say that. There's like I said, there's parents or adoptive parents who beat their kid. It's like they're ashamed to see them. It's like they're basically, it's like they didn't even want to take responsibility. The only reason that they do is like, it's like, it's like they have, it's like they're the parent and they have to. There's people who don't even like taking responsibility for their own actions. It's like they get mad and saying, "Oh, it's like they have to worry about themselves in ways," and it's like they don't have time for the kid, or a newborn. It's like sometimes they get mad about it and like start cussing or yelling at the kid or infant. Like I said, there's people who abuse them and hurt them just to make them quiet, and even if they're crying or asking for food. And this is like, you're supposed to be a parent. You're not supposed to be abusing them, or like I said, there's people who do that, and same time there's people who abandon them too. And like without telling them a word, they just leave them behind and stuff. And it's like they have no one. They're all like, the kid or infant, they're like all alone. And like they don't have a parent. It's like they're stuck being an orphan, or sometimes they might be in those. Like I said, they might be stuck on their own or stuck with someone else who takes care of them. It's like when things happen for like good for the, like I said, there's kids who have gone, like I said, feel like they're doing well as they get older, and like they become success. And it's like the people who are like abandoned, they always want to come back into their life. It's like they never show them love. They never show their even care or kindness. It's like they never show them as a, as a, like all, as their own family, or you know respect for their own kid, or love or attention. They never give none of that stuff. Like all they were selfish. And it's like people need to stop. People who abandon their own kids shouldn't even come into someone's life anymore. It's like screw you as a person. It's like, how could you even abandon your own kid, and like this, without telling them one word, or you abuse them, you hit them, you yell at them, you tell them they're a nuisance, or just like you tell them they're not even worth their time, they're not, they're a mistake. Because like I said, there's parents who say this to their kid and throw them to adoption, or like I said, they abuse them. It's like I said, they abuse them, they hit them, they kick them, like I said, and then like they hit them. They like, sometimes it's like they just throw all their frustration on the kid or infant, and it's like they make it worse like for them, because like they might not feel they're wanted. They feel like they might be a burden, those kids, when they grow up, and they feel like they're a mistake. Because why? These parents who abuse these kids or infants, like I said, not being the parent they're supposed to be, but they're not nothing but obnoxious assholes. That's why I say, like, people who always want to come in and back to someone's life, and never ever show any care in the world, or they never check up on them, they never tell them anything. It's like the kid is all alone, and like I said, or an infant, like they never know who their parents is. Like some of these parents don't even wanna like saying information, or sometimes they act like they didn't even exist. They just lie saying that they died or something. And it's like, you're a fucking shitty person if you do that in life. It's like, how can you do this to your own infant, or your own child? Like I said, and then you want to come back in life with, and like sometimes there's people who always want to come back to their life. Why? Because they're doing success and they have money, and it's like there's people who shows up to their own kid's life just for their money. They never care about the kid. They never checked up on them. They're never were there to support them. They're never there. They're like a fucking disgrace, and they shouldn't even be in any kid's life whatsoever. If they can't even show like the dignity for love or support, or check up on or find out where they are or take care of them somewhat. Like, you can't even raise your own kid in life, and it's like you gotta have someone else to raise it for you, raise your kid. Something that you failed and something that you can't accomplish as a human being. It's just sad that people do this type of shit in life. Like I said, even though I don't really like judging people, but it's like I can't stand those type of people who always do these things, and yet always want the attention, or want the love back, or the careness they want, but like you never show them any whatsoever, any kind, to your own kid or your infant. And like I said, you just saw them, like you just throw them away, or get rid of them like if they're nothing. They're meaningless but trash to you. Because there's people who are like fucking scumbags who do these things, and I can't stand it. Like I said, people who do these things, they shouldn't give a second chance. Most of the times, I always believe in second chances. When it comes to this type of topic, I don't believe in second chances whatsoever. Like I said, there's kids who always who basically had to grow up. Like I said, they might be an orphanage. Even some foster parents might be abusive too. Because I know there's kids who have experienced it in life. They miss their biological parents who shows love for them. But like I said, there's people who abandon them, abuse them, hurt them. Like I said, all these things that, like I said, in life, it's like no one wants to take accountable for their own actions. It's like parents or adopted parents. They never want to take accountability or responsibility for their own action and the consequences, and yet they always want to come back to someone's life. And now, like I said, just because someone does success in life, or they enjoy, they feel happy, and it's like, just because you're not happy, you want to come in their life and you kind of want to ruin it. Like I said, there's people who do these things, who always want the worst for others just to benefit themselves. There's a lot of people like that in this world, and I find it disgusting. Like I said, is that people who do these things, they should never be given a second chance. It's like, you had your chance and you blew it. So why even come back to someone's life if you were like that in the first place? Because you might do the same thing. You might repeat. You might not even learn whatsoever. Like I said, the people who never want to learn, and then, like I said, they don't want to take responsibility. They didn't even want to. They didn't even know how to grow up. They didn't even know how to act like an adult. They take things as a joke in life. They never want to take responsibility. Like I said, there's people who do these things. Like I said, there's always people who always want to come back to someone's life, and they want to make it worse for them. They want to be freeloading off of them, using their money, saying that they love them. In reality, they don't even care for them. They might not even show support. There's probably jealousy in their eyes. There's like pure hatred. It's like I said, there's people who do these things, and it's like, I can't stand it. Like I said, people need to take responsibility for their own actions and consequences. If you're a kid who made it in life and succeeded in life, good for you. Don't let anyone who have ever abandoned you or abused you whatsoever ever come back to your life, because in reality, they never cared for you. They never showed love for you. And like I said, they will never want to acknowledge you for your existence. Because like I said, there's people who are like that in this world, where they don't acknowledge someone's existence, or show love or support whatsoever. Like, they never show kindness. They never, feel like they were family or anything, or friend. Like I said, even a parent shouldn't be a friend or anything. There's parents or adopted parents that act like, they're the kid's best friend, even though they weren't there for them. Like I said, it's an embarrassment, and people need to quit acting like this, like it's normal, because it's not. It's not normal. You're a shitty person if you think it's normal. You think it's good for you. You think it benefits you. Well, I'll say screw you in life, and screw you. Like I said, don't even prey on people. Don't you basically prey on people. And like I said, you have no right to be in someone's life if you were never were there for them. That's all thing I have to say. And that's about it.